Hello, this is Fanya from Atlas, and October is physical therapy month. So I'm going through some of our go-to stretches and movements. This one is called the hip pocket stretch. You may also have heard it called the hip shift stretch. So basically, I'm trying to move into my hips, release some tension, which also can get into low back tension, but mostly trying to just move the pelvis that can kind of feel stiff from sitting and kind of getting this tailbone tucked under. So I'm trying to release that and move through it. So I'm going to be stable on the ground and on something taller, a table or whatever you have that's stable here. And I'm going to soften the knees, shift my weight to one side towards the diagonal of my heel, and then kind of press back into where my hip pocket is. Okay, so I'm getting a nice stretch on the outside of the hip. And then I come back through the middle, soften the knees, and go to the other side. Okay, so I'm not feeling it as much on this side, so I can go a little further. And on this side, I'm probably going to stay here longer because it feels tighter, and take some deep breaths. Okay, so breathe into it. So you can either kind of move through it to feel it at first, and then when you feel some tension, kind of pause and breathe into it. Okay, so that's standing. Another option is on hands and knees. Now, I think on hands and knees, it's a little easier to get into. So starting with your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips, I'm going to shift my weight to one knee and then kind of reach into that diagonal. And if I'm on my hands and knees, it feels like I can go a little further. Okay, and then shift to the other side and there. Okay, and then I'm just holding and breathing into the stretch. And like I said, you can kind of shift back and forth to warm up, like more of a dynamic stretch. And then you can pause and breathe into more static stretching. Okay, so that's the hip pocket stretch.